Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Hari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girdhari Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Nandana Braja Janaranjana Yamna Tira Banachari Yamna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Jai Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Shri Prabhupada Ji ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmans Parijata Sashishimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Anant Koti Vaishnavarind ki Jai. नाम अक्षर अक्षर दास्ता कृष्ण प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गदाधर शिवसती गौरतुन की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय नवदीप धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय यमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय गौर निताई की जय श्री श्री राधा गोलोकनंद की जय गौर प्रेमनंद की हरि हरि बोल. All glories to devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Shri Prabhupada Ji ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are continuing the reading of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are in Canto 10, chapter 67. So today we will be doing verse 16, and if time allows, more verses. But these verses are actually fighting, so it's not much gist to it. I will just leave. I will try just to cover 16 and maybe 17, so let's see how it goes. Tam tasya vinayam drishtva Tam tasya vinayam drishtva Deshamscha tad upardrutam Deshamscha tad upardrutam Krodho musalan adhata Krodho musalam nandadodhata Halam chari jagamanasya Halam chari jagamasya Tam tasya vinayam trishtva Deshamscha tadupadartam Krodho musalam adhata Alam chari jagamsya Tamatasya vinayam drishtva Dasam cha tadupadartam Krodho musalam adhata Alam chari jagamasya Om tasya nayam drishtva Desham cha kardatam Krodho muslam adhata Narantari. Ladies, word to word. Tam, that, tasya, his, abhinyam, rudeness, drishtva, seeing, deshan, the kingdoms, cha, and tat, by him, ubharatan, disrupted, krodha, angry, Muslim, his club, adat, took, halam, his plow, cha, and hari, the enemy, jigamatsa, intended to kill. Translation by the disciples of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Balram saw the ape's rude behavior and thought of the disruptions he had created in the surrounding kingdoms. Thus, the Lord angrily took up his club and his plow weapon, having decided to put his enemy to death. Please repeat. Lord Balram saw the ape's rude behavior and thought of disruptions he had created in the surrounding kingdoms. Thus the Lord angrily took up his club and his plow weapon, having decided to put his enemy to death. Purport. The word avyam means without humility. The Vida, completely lacking in modesty and humility, shamelessly performed the most wicked activities. Lord Balram knew of the great disturbances the Vida had caused to people in general. Apart from the vulgar behavior the ape was exhibiting in the Lord's own presence, the offensive ape would now have to die. Om Gyanatarmadasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Itmalavina Tasmai Shri Guruvaya Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutli Samirupa Dadak Samirupa Zadi Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Jasatpatangam Bhagavan Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagaratam Saguna Raghurat Antvitam Sam Jati Divan Jana Sahityam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinbandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastate Tapt Kanchan Gaurange Radhe Vrindavane Shri Vishnu Sute Devi Pramami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatru Vaisha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavane Vaishnave Bhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurtunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So now you can see here that Lord Balram is really disgusted with the rude behavior of this Dravida. Takes up his club and plow weapon, and he has decided to put the enemy to death. So that's his decision. season at this point in time, Lord finally acts after seeing his such a rude behavior of devotee turned demon. So Jiva Goswami writes on this, Balram considered his rudeness and his disturbance in the country. The verse again mentioned that he was angered, and he was angry. He writes, Balram should have tolerated his bad behavior. Previously, he was a devotee. The ape had disturbed the kingdoms, thus Balram became very angry. So he took up his club with a desire to kill the ape who was so inimical to him. So now you can see here, Lord is very, very angry, And also it's mentioned he was a devotee. Actually, Drishta Prabhu yesterday explained how, like from 1067-7, that how Jiva Goswami points out some interesting facts about ape, Davida. Although Davida was an associate of Lord Ramchandra, he became corrupted by the bad association with the demon Narka, So he was called Narkasya Sakha. So Sakha means almost brother, like Sakha and Sakhis. So Sakha is like a close associate, So this bad association actually polluted him. That's what happened. And then he further on committed offenses, and being proud of his strength, he disrespected at that time Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman and others, So he was polluted that time, and this is coming Treta Yuga, right? Treta or Yuga. So anyhow, so now you can see how the association could influence you. He was a devotee. He was a very helpful in the fight, and he was a good associate of Sugriva, And now you can see how with bad association you acquire bad habits, and because of that your intelligence is covered. And then you begin to behave with the associated people like he thinks, So, and we have seen this happens in devotees also. Some devotees are very nice, very, very intelligent, they're progressing very well, and all of a sudden they get in touch with some of his old friends and who is still into drugs and whatever. And once it triggers it, then they get back to what they were, and their behavior becomes even more offensive. And once the behavior becomes offensive, especially to devotees, then he's doomed, which means he's progressing downwards. It's spiraling downwards. So it's really bad. So we have to be very, very careful about association, who we associate. Like you can be very advanced devotee, but still you can fall down. So we have to be guarding all the time, check us time and again, every day. So anyhow, Vishwanath Chakravarti also conquers with Jiva Goswami on that Dravida was actually ruined by bad association, which was a punishment for his having disrespected Shriman Lakshman. So Lakshman, who is Lakshman? Is the brother of Ram. And who is he? He is also Balram. In fact, so he insulted in the, Treta Yuga, and now he's insulting again, same Balram again, so it's just very interesting how, uh, not only that, I mean, Vishwanath Chakravarti further writes uh, that however, that he they are, or Dvida is actually liberated devotees, So, because they are liberated and they were attendants of the deities in the worship of Lord Ramchandra, it's very similar to Jaya and Vijay, who were cursed, same position, So these guys are degraded because of bad association, and that's why they behave what they behave, So this is sad, I mean, after being associated with Sugriva, who was helping Ramchandra very nicely, and then he has to go that way, So you can see bad association causes anarthas to rise, in you, and so it's degrading, in a way, So this in this verse, the Avinyam is mentioned, this is his behavior, behavior of the Vida. I mean, he was rude and with no humility. When you lose humility, then you really go down, So he completely lacked in modesty, and shamelessly performed wicked activities, So that was really bad. Not only that, Lord Balram, actually, I think it happened when Lord Balram was visiting Vrindavan, Krishna was sent. So it's happened at that point in time. I mean, that's what I believe. I couldn't confirm it. So anyhow, this was at that point in time that he was behaving very badly, So his behavior was avinyam, which means he was shameless, inappropriate, lack of humility, and he was insulting the Lord and unsettling other people with his bad behavior and disturbing the kingdom, etc. So what Lord does is he becomes very, very angry. So his anger, but Lord's anger is in defending dharma actually, and so time and again he takes weapon to establish dharma. And in this case he took his club, which is musla, and hala. Hala is plow. That's another weapon of Lord Balaram, and the intention was to kill the demon, and put the end to that threat, So basically you can see the anger is there. We can do anger. Anger is not bad, provided it's used in the right way, Like there could be a righteous anger and there could be uncontrolled anger, So one can get angry, but sometimes you have to get angry to put the things right in right perspective, So krodha, especially here, is anger not because of personal ego of the Lord, and it's righteous anger. It's motivated to bring to see if any injustice or irreligion is or disturbance is happening, to check that, And so the idea is to restore order and not to vent anger, That's not because of ego, So it's not because of this krodha, it's not because of ego. And no matter what, Lord, anger is always transcendental in nature. His anger, maybe in passion, what you call it, but it's always to protect the devotees, always. So in the end, even demons get benefited through his krodha. So Lord's, what does it, he actually tries to establish dharma or the principles righteous principle. He always does that, It's time and again, And Krishna boldly says in Bhagavad Gita, yada yada hi dharmasya galanir bhavate bharata abhitam dharmasya. Means whenever there is rise of a religion, O son of Kunti, I advent again and again, millennium after millennium, which means it's not one time I have solved the problem. It's at any time, anywhere in future, or this problem comes, I will come time and again, time and again, time and again, and establish the Dharma. That's what Lord does. And in this case also, Lord Balaram is trying to establish Dharma. He's trying to correct the situation, and that's why he's angry, And because of the behavior, it's not a very good behavior, in spite of the fact, maybe this is Leela, because of sometimes Lord wants to fight. So because these are devotees in their past, from the past lives, so even if they're, behaving very difficult way, so Lord still has to set things right, in spite of knowing that they might be devotee in the past. So Lord has to correct it, and it is because if he doesn't correct it, then it sets a bad example. So Lord has to do it. Lord is bound. No matter if you're devotee, if you're doing nonsense, the Lord will correct you. And that's his duty. And his duty is to establish Dharma all the time. So that's what Lord does. And it's not that this is the only time Lord has come and done duty, like we can see in Bhagavad Gita, like Kansa killing was also for righteous rule. He was creating nonsense. He was killing people. He was imprisoning his parents, and also just killing innocent kids, because he came to know that Krishna is taken birth, So he is killing all the young kids who were recently born, so that, demon gets so, what you call, protective, and then he has so much faith that he's in control, he can do everything, and he can kill, and he has no remorse. We have seen time again that that's what demon does, because when demon goes into down spiral, his intelligence gets polluted again and again, more and more, Same thing with Kansa. His intelligence was taken away, and he was behaving so badly, and ultimately Krishna has to take him out. So this happened, not only, there are many examples. Mrigrari was a hunter, and he was killing animals. And when Lord Narad Muni came, he was very perplexed. Okay, what the hell you're doing? If you want to kill, kill them, but not kill them halfway. And then his reason was what? Oh, sir, I feel very happy when these animals are half dead, Look at the, their sense of enjoyment out of the suffering of poor animals or poor people. Lord can cease to, not only a devotee like Narad Muni could see that God, this guy is doing nonsense. So he immediately stops him, and he actually puts word, because Narad's words are not, it carries weight. Like whenever spiritually advanced persons, talks, it gets through his, what you call, his consciousness, and it attracts his soul, and that's why he begins to listen and accept that what this person is saying is truth, because only spirituality can enter your intelligence, means pure intelligence, not polluted intelligence. Polluted intelligence is when we are doing nonsense, then our intelligence gets polluted. But we are naturally born as such Chit Ananda. We are truthful. every soul is, in the hearts of a heart, you can feel the pain. That's how people are born. But they get conditioned, they get polluted. That's why we are in this material world. In spiritual world, we are fully conscious. Our consciousness is totally pure. But here it's not. So we have to be very, very careful. Then that's what happens. And so many times, Lord protected us, like Kurukshetra war happened because Duryodhana was so bent upon enjoying the kingdom which rightfully belonged to Pandavas, But he won't give, he says, I can't even give you an inch. And then he's cheating time and again, not one time, two times, three times. He's also cheating through his uncle, playing the dice in a wrong way and cheating, all that, So these are demonic propensities and which must be checked, And this is really, really bad for especially the soul when they're covered, when they're doing all more nonsensical thing, which means they are more covering is happening thicker and thicker covering. So they are doomed to take birth. And Lord says, I cast these kinds of soul in the lower species of life, and they don't see the light of the day. Which means you can see if you're doing nonsense, you're cast into lower species, and then you're still not reformed, then you're taken and given birth again to even lower species. And there are many living entities who live under earth, crawlies, and then there are in the sea. You can see at the bottom of the sea that there are many living entities which are living, and they can't see light of the day. Now you can imagine, and now you can imagine how they can lift them. So only by mercy that they can come up. Otherwise, they are doomed for many, many trillions and trillions of years. And so we have to be very careful that how we behave. Behavior is very important, and especially humility is very important for a devotee. We have to be always humble and should respect others and follow the dharma, and that's what devotees does. But sometimes bad association, a devotee can get into materialistic-minded people, and then because this world is polluted, that's why it's Kali Yuga. People are doing nonsensical. They're eating and killing animals for eating pleasure. That's what they do. And when you torture other living entities, Lord sees it. Lord can see through it. You're eating animals just because the taste of your tongue. That's not right. It doesn't sit well with the Lord. Because those living entities are also Lord's children. So for them, for the Lord's children are equally important, And basically, whenever Lord strikes anybody to death, He actually liberates them or makes their consciousness better, or at least they put them in a better situation than they were. And there are many examples where Lord has, Lord has touched something like Ahlia. She was cursed, Similarly, there are many others who were delivered, that way. Manigriva and what you call Nal Kuvera, So they were liberated by the Lord. Because only Lord, whenever Lord does activities, He liberates. Even if He kills them, still He liberates, So that's what Lord does, So there are many examples where Lord has come and established religion. And other thing with this demon is because they lack humility. That's really, it's called avinya, means shamelessness. Because they don't care. They have no respect for society. They will do whatever they will do. And just not being afraid. Like even in LA, in other area, people are stealing right in the day. And the gang will come and do this. I mean, they plan it in such a way. So, and you think they might enjoy that thing for little things, whatever they have stolen, but at the end of the day, there's no freebies, Justice is there, Our government might be silent or not, but chances are that they will catch them. But we have to do the right thing. I mean, devotees have to. Because opposite of humility is ahankar. Ahankar means ego, and that's what demonic mentality have. Ahankar, means ego, So they have plenty of it, And there are many examples of ahankar or ego, There are so many, Even Kansa was arrogant, He was very full of himself, Like Hiranyakashipu, But this was Lord's devotee in a way, but still he portrayed pride, and thinking that he can be the Lord himself, and then he's putting his like he's putting his son himself into great difficulty, trying to kill his own son. Look at the mentality. When you're killing your own son, these are demons, And it's not he was demon. These guys, because of their desire or whatever, their intelligence get polluted, and they think they are right all the time. That demon never thinks he's wrong. He's always right. So only when he gets killed, so then he may see that way, But we have to learn from this, that we have to be humble. That's very important quality of devotee, So, and like Kansa, same thing. Shishupal, same thing. Envy. But the thing is, Shishupal didn't show any respect to Lord either. He was cursing the Lord time and again. And Krishna told him that don't do that. Like, I can forgive you 100 offenses. After that, you will be killed. And that's what happened. He killed him. So I can understand Shishupal's perspective from other side if he knew that he is Jai and Vijay. So he might be intentionally doing it to progress his death so that he can go back to Vaikuntha, right? If he knew that, I'm just contemplating, Perhaps he did that, there is Ravan. Ravan, the same thing. Very intelligent fellow, but still he's kidnapping Sita Devi. Yeah, and then he's a big worshipper of Lord Shiva. He's not a less intelligent guy. He's very, very intelligent. Some of these demons are very intelligent. They know the Vedic Kriti and everything, and they do that. They perform to get powers, or they will do austerities. They're very good at doing austerities, that they can, because their determination is like very strong in a way. Because of ego and everything, their determination is very firm. So demons can also have a very big determination. And that's what Hiranyakashipu was doing, He was meditating, and even his body is gone, still he's meditating. Then he's asking boons from Lord Brahma. So he said maybe Brahma can solve his problems, So anyhow, these are the qualities of demons. So we have to be very careful. But in contrast, you can, same thing, egos, you can take the other way, Now Prahlad Maharaj, look at him, he was tortured. Uh, uh, he was put through hell. He was thrown in the pit of snakes. He was thrown from the mountain. He was crushed under the feet of elephant. So many things, And still, what did he do? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So look at the difference. Here is demon who is jumping, and here is a devotee. In difficulty, he is remembering the Lord. And what happens then? When he does that, the Lord blesses him, he protects him. So that's how devotees are. Devotees are humble in spite of difficult situation, And same thing with Arjuna. Same thing. Arjuna, he didn't want to fight, but he had to fight because Lord asked him to fight. So he surrendered to the Lord and fought for the righteous thing. He could. So we could also, as devotees, we have duties also to protect dharma, Like otherwise we could be doing puja all the time. No. If you have to fight, if you're a soldier, actually, somebody asked this question to one of the Swamis in Vrindavan, He said, "Sir, I'm a soldier, and I at the border, and what's my duty? I get food which is not sattvic. There are lasan and what you call garlic and onions in that, and then they give whatever do and so how do I progress in my spiritual life? What do? I cannot. I don't want to kill the other party. So what should I do?" And this Swami says, "What is your dharma?" "What do you mean dharma?" "So what are you doing? What's your duty?" "Get to fight." So your first duty is to fight. That's your dharma. So you have to follow your dharma. You say, "What about my meals?" Eat whatever you are being provided and chant the Lord's name in your heart. So chant the name, remember the Lord all the time, but do your duty to the T. If you're a fighter, fight it. Not just sit around, okay, I'm chanting now, I can't fight. This guy's, but your duty is to fight. So, and then Krishna will deliver you from the fighting. Even in spite of the fact you might have killed 20 soldiers. That's not sin. That's protection of dharma. So Krishna will take you in any situation where you are. It doesn't matter. If you're a fighter, fight. If you're a doctor, do your duty. If you're a policeman, do your duty. Whatever. But do it to 100%, remembering the Lord all the time. Not that you're not doing your duty, because I'm afraid now, because I'm a Brahmin or whatever. No. If you have to fight, if you're in that duty, you have to do duty. Duty is the param dharma, That's your, that's what you have been assigned. That's why government is paying you. That's who you are. You're a devotee, but become a devotee in your heart. Remember the Lord all the time, chanting 24 hours within your heart, and then fight. And then Lord will take you from whatever situation you're in. If you're fighting, you kill 20 people, Lord will still put you on the pedestal. If you are some policeman, you're doing your duty perfectly, he will take you away. If you are some engineer, whatever, so whatever duties you are, if you're a doctor, you do experiments and kill so many small animals to become a doctor. So Krishna will take you. So the advice is to remember the Lord all the time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Bo.
Fire it up, fire.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindanalayatacham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalem Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami 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 Govindam Adi
Lasat kundalam gokule brajamanam Yashoda viyolukala davamanam Paramrishtamatyantato drutya gopyam Yashoda viyolukala davamana Paramrishtamatyantato drutya gopyam Rudantamuhurnetra yugmamrijantam Karamboja yugmena shatankanetram Rudantamuhurnetra yugmamrijantam Karamboja yugmena shatankanetram Mukhushwashakam patrirekankakanta Shtitagraivam damodaram bhaktivadam Mukhushwashakam patrirekankakanta Shtitagraivam damodaram bhaktivadam Iti drikshvalila virananda kunde Swagosam nimayantam sakyapayantam Iti drikshvalila virananda kunde Swagosam nimayantam akyapayantam Tadiyashitanya suvaktarjitatvam Puna prematastam shatabrittivande Tadiyashitanya suvaktarjitatvam Puna prematastam shatam brittivande Varam deva moksham na mokshavadimva Nachanyam brineham vare sadapiham Varam deva moksham na moksham vadimva Nachanyam brineham vare sadapiham Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sadame manasya virashtam kimanya Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sadame manasya virashtam kimanyam Idam te mukam bojamatantanilai Britam kuntalai shnidarakstascha gopya Idam te mukam bojamatantanilai Britam kuntalai shnidarakstascha gopya Mohochumbitam bimbaraktadarame Manasya virashtamalam lakshalavai Mohochumbitam bimbaraktadarame Manasya virashtamalam lakshalavai Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prashida Pravoduka Jalabdimagnam Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prashida Pravoduka Jalabdimagnam Kripa drishti vrisyati dinam batanu Grihane shamamaya medhyakshi vrishyam Kripa drishti vrisyati dinam batanu Grihane samamadhyam medhyakshidrishyam Kuberat madam madam murtai vajata Tvaya muchito bhakti vaja kritaucha Kuvaradmajo vada murtai vajato Tvaya muchito bhakti kraja kritaucha Tata prema bhaktim shakam me prayacha Namokshe graho meshti damodareha Tata prema bhaktim shakam me prayacha Namokshe graho meshti damodareha Namaste studamne spura diptidamne Tvadiyo darayata vishvashadamne Namaste studamne spura diptidamne Tvadiyo darayata vishvashadamne Namo Radhikajai Tadija Prijajai Namo Nantalilaya Devajatuvyam Namo Radhikajai Tadija Prijajai Namo Nantalilaya Devajatuvyam Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Jaya Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radha Jaya Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radha Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya 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 Giri Govardhan. To the Supreme to the Supreme Controller who possesses an eternal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistening earrings swing to and fro, who manifested himself in Gokula, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of their storerooms, and who then quickly jumped up and ran in retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Upon seeing his mother's weeping stick, he cried and rubbed his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes were fearful and his breathing quick, and as Mother Yashoda bound his belly with ropes, he shivered in fright and his pearl necklace shook. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, who is bound by his devotees' love, I offer my humble obeisances. Those super excellent pastimes of Lord Krishna's babyhood drowned the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy. To the devotees who are attracted only to his majestic aspect of Narayan in Vaikuntha, the Lord herein reveals, I am conquered and overwhelmed by pure loving devotion. To the Supreme Lord Damodar, my obeisances hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for liberation, nor eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon. My only prayer is that your childhood pastimes may constantly appear in my mind. O Lord, I do not even want to know your feature of Paramatma. I simply wish that your childhood pastimes may ever be enacted in my heart. O Lord, the cheeks of your blackish lotus face, which is encircled by locks of curling hair, have become reddened like bimba fruit due to Mother Yashoda's kisses. What more can I describe than this? Millions of opulences are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind. O unlimited Vishnu, O Master, O Lord, be pleased upon me. I am drowning in an ocean of sorrow, and I'm almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy upon me. Uplift me and protect me with your nectarian vision. O Lord Damodar, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to a grinding stone with a rope for tying cows. You then freed the sons of Kuvara, Mani, Griva, and Nalakuvara, who were cursed to stay in the streets, and you gave them the chance to become your devotees. Please bless me in this same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence. O Lord, the